In the previous video, I talked about variables, and in this video, I'm going to talk about data types. We have two different types of data types, which are primitive and reference types. Primitives including strings, numbers, boolean, null, undefined, and symbol, and reference type including array, object, and functions. And actually, primitive types are simple and hold a single value. They are immutable, which means their value can be changed once they are created and once they are declared. Primitive types, including, as I mentioned before, a string, a number, and etc. And when you assign a primitive type of a variable, you are working with a copy of the actual value. But reference types are actually more complex data and can hold multiple values and objects. They are mutable, which means their value can be changed, and actually reference type, as I mentioned, including object, array, and functions. And when you assign a reference type to a variable, you are working with a reference to actual object in memory. So let's check out this. Let's first begin with primitive types. Let's say we have here let x is equal to 10, and let y is equal to x. And if I log the x, you will see you'll see 10 here. And but if I reassign x, the value of now x is equal to 20, and you may say that y is equal to 20 as well. But if I log the y is still 10, and nothing has changed. So because of that, we call them immutable, and when they are declared, they can be changed. So and if I want to give you an example of all of those data types, I will say const name, and let's say string. Let's comment this out, and name is equal to Sina. And if I log this, you will see here Sina print and as an string. Sina is a string. But let's check out the numbers. So const, I will say number is equal to anything. And if I print this, so you will see that you will see the number here. But if I put this inside a code, actually you will see that the type of this number got changed, and now it's not a number, and we cannot calculate this with another number. And if I want to calculate this with another number, I will get an error maybe, or it cannot calculate this with another one. So let's, and you could see that it concat the number 15 with 334 here, and it hasn't calculate them. And but if I eliminate codes, and you will see that it calculate 15 plus 334. So that's the main difference between value without codes and with codes. And another type of data is kind of Boolean. Let's define a Boolean. If I'm not mistaken. So const is done and is equal to true, and if I print this and reload the page, you will see true here, which is a Boolean can be either true or false and not anything else. And that's it, either true or false, and that's called a Boolean type. So let's reassign that to true. And another one is kind of, let's check, I forgot, undefined. What if I say what is undefined actually, and another one is null. So let's kind of type test and is equal to null, and if I log the test, so you will see that here it says it's null, and it means that it kind of holds nothing, the test variable holds nothing, so it's called null. Another one is undefined, and let's say what is undefined. What happened? Oh my god. Const, let's say, I don't know, anything, suppose car is equal to, if I we cannot let a const variable without assignment, so I will say let car, and that's it. And if I log the car, you will see here that it says it is undefined. So let's check, and here you will see it's undefined, but we couldn't, as I mentioned in the last video, we cannot keep a const variable undefined, and we should assign it to a value which is null, true, or false, null, true, or number, or a string. So that's the main point, and I mentioned in the last video. Well, let's go for symbol, and it's been added in new version of JavaScript, ES6, and I will say that const, oh my god, symbol, I will say const my symbol, and is equal to symbol, and if I print the symbol, actually my symbol, you'll see that it's called symbol. It prints symbol, and that's a kind of primitive data, and it was the last type of primitive data. And now let's go for reference types, and so they were primitive, and I want to go for reference types, and so let's check out that I said that we can reassign, and we can change kind of primitive, a kind of a reference type that is declared, and we can change it. Suppose we have a kind of an array here. It's called I don't know, array1, and is equal to 1, 2, and 3. And if I print this, you will see that array1. So you will see an array here, and let's say we have another array. Let's array2 is equal to array1. Now if I add another value to array1 using push method, so you will see that array2 got changed as well. So if I push 4 here and print array2, you should say that it maybe worked like kind of primitive data, but it got changed, and now array2 is equal to 1, 2, 3, and 4. And if I print this, you will see that array2 is kind of 1, 2, 3, 4. So actually, because of that, we can say that these kind of types, reference types, actually can be changed. So that's the key point, So as I mentioned, that's an array. So and let's check out all the rest of them. That was an array. So let's go for another one. Let's say const. Next one is an object, and let's say I don't know, anything, travel. My object, so is equal to an object. Suppose country is equal to France, and city is equal to Paris. And if I print kind of my object here and reload the page, you'll see an object here, and actually in reference types, all of the kind of all of the data kind of are kind of objects. So if I say type of my object and reload the page, you'll say that's an object. And if I say type of the array1, it is again an object. So but if I say that print the kind of, or log the type of name here, you'll see a string. Or if I log this, you'll see that that's a number, which is including kind of anything, decimal, integer, anything. And if I log the kind of type of is done, which is a boolean, and if I check the type, it says it's a boolean. And if I kind of check, if I kind of log the type of a null, it will say that's an object, which is not, and that's a kind of bug in JavaScript, and that's null. So you got all you need to realizing and understanding the data types in JavaScript. And I'll be happy to hit the subscribe button if you hit the subscribe button, and follow me for more. Thank you everyone. Thank you for your time.